Hi guys, my name is Sophia and welcome to my YouTube channel. So this is a free training class for Learn with Sophia, and for the first crash course we're going to be learning how to tell a brand story for your personal usage, and also how to know the criteria to ask from your clients when you are to create a brand identity for them. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so first thing first, we want to know what branding is. Branding is giving yourself a face, an identity that people can resonate with, right? Branding has everything to do with trust, design, value, strategy, your logo, your marketing, your means of advertisement. It has everything to do with how you are perceived by those who work for you and those that are your business or product or service target audience. Moving forward, what is a brand story all about? A brand story is building trust, right? It's telling people your values, your missions, your inspiration, what is behind your company, your product and services. Brand story is a very powerful tool to creating a connection between you and your target audience. It is simply sharing your journey with them, taking them through the parts of your services and how your products and services can be of immense and great help to them. Why do we have to tell a brand story? Why do we have to share our journey with people? I have listed two major reasons why we should do that. There are others, right? But remember, this is a crash course and we're just going to make everything very concise, right? So the first reason is to increase your customers. You're in the business to gain more customers, to have people patronize you more so that you can make profit, because every other person is in the business to make profits, right? That is the most important and first thing for the reason why we have to have a brand story. And then the next one is to develop trust, right? If you are succeeded in developing building credibility into business in the face of your target audience, one thing you've succeeded in doing is getting their loyalty. And when people are loyal to you, they tend to want to patronize you more. So these are reasons why we need to always tell a brand story, right? So when people connect with you, there's this form of you're appealing to their emotions, appealing to their psychology, that okay, I am trying to bring you in, I want you to be a part of this, and then they will buy into it. And it's always leads to them being loyal. They always tend to come back, right? You don't just get a customer for the first time, you get a lifetime customer. That's what trust and loyalty does. So if I get a customer for the first time and every other time the customer has been coming, right, there's a possibility that that same customer will get you another one. So at the end of the day, you're getting more people, right, as a chain, like a chain of customers, and you're not having to spend so much on marketing because your brand, your storytelling is going a long way for you, right? Because you have this collection already with your base customers. So your base customers, which are your first customers, are already doing the work for you by using the words of mouth, because they've become loyal. So this is what storytelling can do for you. Now we're just going to dive into how to tell a brand story. 6 quick steps, right? 6 quick steps. Number 1, find your brand purpose. What made you start the business? Why does it exist? What are your values? What are your vision? What are your principles, right? I don't know, but to understand your product and services. So a lot of people go into business because this person is selling clothes and they feel like this clothes business is working, right? But you need to know how it is working for them and how it's differently going to work for you. So you need to understand your own product and your own services, because you need to know your difference per your quality and your prices, right? And how does your own product make your customers feel? You need to know that. And then number 3, know your key competitors. Very, very key when it comes to selling a brand and telling a brand story. Know your competitors, because like this is where you get to make a difference. So when you know your key competitors, you would definitely know what to do that they're not doing that will make you stand out, right? Now, moving to the 4th one, know your target audience. Very, very important in all business. So you're not just going to be selling blindly, right? You're going to take into consideration the people you're selling for, your location, your price, every other thing, and most especially your target audience, right? This will enable you be able to like know how to navigate your story, what kind of stories to tell, how to appeal to their emotions, how to just get them locked into you and your business and your services, right? So your target audience is very, very important. You do not want to be selling and you're not getting any customers, or you don't want to be in business and you're not profiting and nothing is happening. Alright, so it's very necessary that you know this set of people so that you can appeal to this set of people. That way, you're doing something that is result oriented. You're not just throwing so many nets in the sea hoping that one will catch, right? So knowing your target audience is very, very important. Number 5. Now it is time to write down every other thing that you have been working on, your brand purpose. You now understand your product and services. You know your key competitors. You know your target audience. Now write them down and make them very short and very clear. People do not have time. If you're doing it on a book, on a sheet, it shouldn't be more than 3 to 5 pages, right? If you're doing it online, you're telling people stories, tell them short stories, because people do not have time to sit down over a 1 hour video of you telling them of how your business started, your journey so far, the little stories you get to put once in a while. People do not have time, so that's why it's our digital age. Everybody's just scrolling. So you want to make sure that you're doing that, right? Yeah. Then lastly, you should make use of keywords. Everything that has to do with your business. Say you're selling Pampers, keywords such as mothers, fathers, single mothers, single fathers, Pampers, babies, children. Every keywords that appeal to your brand, has your brand taglines, what people will know you for, right? Keywords. Let's take Sabinus for instance, right? Sabinus is known as the investor, right? So wherever you hear me, your investor, it's Sabinus. So those are his keywords. So you have to find your own for your own business. Lastly, let's look at 5 quick tips to creating a compelling brand story. So 1, create relatable characters, right? You can see the Picnic brand. The character is around children, right? And they always use children in their arts whenever they're trying to tell a story, right? And this resonates and is relatable to parents who have children. They feel that Picnic is the best make for their children. So that's a relatable character. Find something that relates to your audience, right? Via your product or your services. Number 2, make clear your brand mission and your values. Don't only tell funny things, right? So nowadays we're all seeing funny videos everywhere, but even as you're trying to be funny, also try to put those your keywords into place. Be consistent. That is what we're here for, right? So your logos, your colors, your identity, everything that has to do with your identity has to be consistent. You're using the same colors, you're using the same logo, you're using the same sound. It can even be the same clothes, right? You can see Mr. Sabino. So whenever you see a person be a black trouser and a blue shirt, you most likely think that person is Mr. Sabinus, because he has built a brand around that, right? So everybody knows that is how he appears. So be consistent, because consistency sells. Number 4, you want to make sure you're making use of visually appealing and eye-catchy visuals. This is where we are going to be focusing on in this crash course, right? We're going to be focusing more on ink later on, where you get to be able to like learn how to choose your colors, then how to design your logo and general brand identity for a brand generally, right? So yeah, that. And then lastly, do not forget to tell stories that are appealing to people's emotions, your target audience emotions. So yeah, having a brand and stories alongside would help your business thrive. And yes, for you to build a very good brand identity as a designer, you need to have a good brand story to start your work, to make your work stand out, right? To make the brand have a lasting memory. And that's what we're going to be learning throughout this crash course. Till next time, please subscribe, share, like, and follow, and do everything possible to just keep encouraging me to do more. Thank you, guys.